It's Madden NFL 24, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Commanders. All that and more coming up next.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, December is upon us. We're into the home stretch, folks, and we got a good one for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, these Commanders, a last-place ball club in 2022. In most cases, you'd say that was a lost season, but they finished 8-1, 500. That would have won the NFC South. What kind of a chance do you give them in what is certainly a loaded NFC East?
And you're exactly right about the division, so you have to be cautious about what you think with this team. They've got to continue to play excellent defense and get some improvement on the offensive side of the ball and establish who their quarterback is going to be.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Dolphins, we know about the weapons on offense on the perimeter. But do you think this is a team, Charles, that needs to step it up defensively to go to the next level?
I do, and they have the pieces in place. They have excellent players. Perhaps the new system that's been brought in will give them that edge that they need in the AFC East.
The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there,
and the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his 2nd NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
2nd down, Howell now. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw, Howell. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Second down and a run by Robinson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. And Howe will throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. On the counter, this is Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Howell now to throw it. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lion.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howe. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown in that bottle. Look out, you've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Throwing here, Howell. This is caught. Touchdown! John Bates from a yard out. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They just got to go seize it.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from a yard out. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. First down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Tua. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 37 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Howell from the gun. And that'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Howell. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Howell's throw taken in by Samuel. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. First down, Howell to throw. And that is incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Howell, another throw on 2nd down. Thomas brings it in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Another throw for Howell. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Slide for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped off by the Logan Thomas touchdown catch. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have come to halftime, and what's already getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. 3rd quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Howell. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A handoff running left is Gibson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Bradley Chubb came in and got him. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 74 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on third down, Howell. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Tua going to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Washington on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
A handoff running left is Mostert. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now throwing on 1st down here. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. And Howell will throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Wiggles free.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Howell, he'll look to throw it. This is Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Howell to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Here's Howell.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw, Howell. Pass complete, Samuel. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Howell down to throw it. That is caught. And he's going to have the Commanders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Powell from the gun. That's Samuel, caught left side. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll run this one right with Robinson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And it's good. He got it. He missed his long attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And the Commanders are going to win this football game. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home state?